And I know God come to make everything easy for us. That's why he said his yoke is easy and his burden is light. You think of the lightest thing out there. Think of the lightest thing out there, and if you had a burden, Jesus would take that burden from you and that yoke off of your neck and give you a feather to carry. That's why he said his yoke is easy and his burden is light, compared to him giving you a feather to carry. But God is not giving us anything to carry. He says, share my love and my grace by the way we live our lives, by the way we conduct ourselves, that we are to be a book read of all men. Our lives are to be the Bible, not us going shoving a Bible in people's face and say, God said this and God said that. God said, let our lives be that living epistle, being read of all men. So you don't have to shove a Bible in somebody's face. You just have to live a life that's full of God's grace, a life of God's love, a life of truth, a life of mercy and compassion. And that life, as people look at us and look at you, that life is saying a lot without you actually saying anything. Your life is sharing a message of joy, how to have peace in the midst of the storm, in the midst of all this turmoil that's going on in this earth. And in doing so, we would draw people to us, and we would be planting seeds without even knowing we're planting seeds, and drawing people to ourselves, which would be drawing people to God. So the principle of grace is to lift the burden, and Jesus came to lift the burden of sin and of everything that so easily beset us and oppress us, come to condemn us, to accuse us of everything and of every person that may come towards us or may have negative plans towards us. So the principle of God's grace is to lift the burden.